Hi, Padre Phil again. Ring a roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, a tissue. We all fall down. I'm sure you know the origins to that little nursery rhyme. The rhyme comes from a time of the bubonic plague, 1665, and became a little dance and rhyme that children still perform today to remember what happened during that time. As the rules of lockdown for COVID-19 become more relaxed and we get out more, I've noticed another kind of dance that is developing. I'm calling it the COVID shuffle. The first dance move begins as you approach someone walking towards you in the opposite direction. This first move consists of a deliberate side step to the right or to the left in order to maintain that social distance between you and the approaching person. However, sometimes this opening dance move is followed by an immediate correction, for often the person approaching will sidestep in the same direction as you, necessitating a more hasty double step back from the direction in which you came. And so the dance continues until the distance between you and the approaching person reaches that critical 2 meters of separation. At that point, an awkward passing maneuver is initiated as you both half turn away from each other to avoid breathing in each other's direction. This COVID shuffle is a dance filled with social nervousness and uncertainty as we gauge the opposing person's tolerance for closeness. Do they want a strict 2 meters distance to be observed? Does their smile or a greeting indicate that they're more relaxed about the distance between us? Are they wearing a face mask, even outdoors? And does that speak of their attitude to risk, their health and their vulnerability? Or is it merely a sign of their support for government policy? If a ring of roses is an indication of the fear surrounding Black Death back then the COVID shuffle is an indication of the uncertainty and vulnerability we all feel surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. I wonder, in years to come, will someone put words to the COVID shuffle and have children of the future generations perform it as a reminder of this time? Okay, enough silliness. Now the important point. The COVID shuffle got me thinking about how we are being encouraged these days, necessarily it seems, to see other human beings as a potential threat to health and life. That sense of uncertainty, suspicion even, of other human beings has the potential to do damage to our society. Healthy societies are always based on trust, not suspicion. Societies that are based on suspicion, where we are encouraged to view others as threats, such as existed in Soviet Russia, Nazi Germany, such suspicious societies do great damage to their citizens. In normal circumstances, you and I live on trust. We trust the bus driver's ability to get us safely to work in the morning. We trust the doctor to diagnose our illnesses correctly. We trust other road users not to crash into us. We trust even that someone with a cold will sneeze into a handkerchief and not all over us. We trust. Now, sometimes our trust in others is betrayed. Bus drivers crash. Doctors make mistakes. There are road accidents, and sometimes we catch a cold from someone else. Those failures in trust have consequences, but still, we have to trust. And yet with the COVID shuffle, we're being encouraged to be distrustful of others from the very outset. We wear a mask, we keep our distance, we wash our hands. Maybe it is the right thing to do in the midst of a global pandemic, but the COVID shuffle cannot be a new norm, because ultimately such a fundamental lack of trust will destroy us. So what's to be done? Well, while wearing a mask and keeping our distance and washing our hands and following all the other rules, we should do everything else in our power to reach out to other human beings. Where we once smiled, now we should wave. Where we once hugged, now we should speak with love. Where we once said hello, now we should go out of our way to ask the other person how things are. We should go out of our way to restore and build back trust. As a Christian, my faith is based on trust. Proverbs chapter 3 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Sometimes human beings betray our trust. We've seen it. But God will never betray our trust. At that moment, now, while our trust in other human beings is being threatened by our circumstances, it's all the more important that we as individuals find that fundamental trust in life and do everything we can to build it back into our society. God bless. Ta-ta for now.